Sometimes life teaches you lessons, and it gives you moments of realization that change you like the seasons change. Few times in his life could Jonah say that he had such moments, and this story is about one of them. It all started with a bully. His name was Billy. Billy the bully. Billy had probably repeated junior year at least 3 times, and he owned a permanent scowl that made him seem even more menacing. He was probably 6'4", and apart from his name and his reputation, nobody knew anything about him. He was completely and utterly mysterious. Billy had never bullied Jonah before until that dreadful day on the bus, when Billy stood at the back, sour expression, scanning the people that walked in and sat on their seats. As Jonah walked closer to his seat, he locked eyes with Billy. He saw him seize him up, analyze him, and finally choose him as his next target. "Hey, you wimp!" "Hey, yes, you! I'm talking to you. I forgot my lunch money today, so I need you to give me your lunch money." The taking away of the money occurred the next day, and then 2 days later, and then the week after. Jonah was tired of it, and he wanted to do something about it. The next day, Jonah and his friend waited for Billy to get off the bus and go to his house so they could follow him, and then play a prank on him. Jonah and his friend got down in Billy's bus stop and waited in the bushes as he entered his house. His house looked very poor and ratty. As he went through the door, Jonah and his friend looked through the window. What they saw impressed them.
Oh, how could I have played the fool?
There were kids, a bunch of them, inside, playing. No adult in sight. They looked up hopefully at Billy as he walked through the door. Their features were so similar, Jonah knew they must be siblings. Their hunger was visible in their expressions, like little African kids begging for food. Billy took the food he had bought with Jonah's stolen money and handed their little brother something to eat. In that moment, a woman came out the door, and she was smoking a cigarette and not paying any attention whatsoever to the kids. Billy went out. Jonah and his friend didn't know where he was going, but then they noticed he was wearing a pizza delivery hat and that he was going to work in a night shift. Jonah and his friend were appalled. Something inside them had changed, and they realized they had misjudged Billy. They did not hate him anymore. The next day, before Billy could steal Jonah's money, Jonah handed him a $100 bill. Billy never said thank you, but Jonah did see him smile for once in his life.